Today we're going to talk about this box. Actually, we're not. I don't really know what's in this box. This is refurbished ink cartridge. Ink's expensive. So, what am I doing with a Amazon value toner ink box? I'm going to make something out of it. What do I need? I know what I need. I need a knife. Just need a little bit, just to keep it close. Now, I did this once for a microphone back when I used to play World of Warcraft. I did it out of a Pringles can, and I didn't have a headset for raiding, so I put the Pringles can, I cut a groove in it, I stuck the microphone in it, and I could just talk into the mic to talk to my friends. So, this isn't that. What else? We'll come back to that. This came in the mail today. Does anyone know what this is? I know what it is. Neck Check Guitar Tools. Neck Check Guitar Tools. Sounds like a nice ring to it, right? Let's check the Neck Check Guitar Tools tube. Guitar Tools tube. Yes, this is my notched straight edge. Oh, this is a business card from Neck Check Guitar Tools at www.neckcheckguitar.com. So, this is the kind that has the 25.5 for all your standard Fenders, and the 24 3/4 is the Gibson side. Let's see. Gibson. Oh. Let's see here. It fits. And guess what? My neck is not straight. Oh yeah, not straight at all. We'll do that at a different time, because that's not what this is. That'll be a different video. This is, I just got a brand new guitar. I really like it. Let's take it apart. Alright, okay, so I understand that tension from the strings is pulling this way. Just get the truss rod to balance that out, pull back that way. So that means that if I had to do that, then turn this way to make space, to make the strings from not hitting, right? So is that what's going on? Okay. So I said to myself, and when I played them, like, these things are like 9s. Maybe they're so thin that they're not creating enough resistance. I like 11s. I used to play with like 13s with a 60. I used to play in a heavy metal band. U2 C. Drop C. Yeah, baby. So, I'm gonna put some strings, thicker strings on here, and I really want to figure this out. This thing, I like this thing right there. Is this thing even straight? Yeah, there's no light coming through there. A lot of light coming through there. I'm gonna deal with that a different time too. What am I doing today? I'm going to take the strings off, and I'm gonna take the pick guard off, because I want to look in there and see what it looks like, and I want to peel the plastic off. I'm gonna take the strings off, take the pick guard off, I'm gonna put the new strings on. Nope. I'm gonna take the neck off. Why are you gonna take the neck off, Trevor? I'm gonna take the neck off because I'm gonna draw an outline of the body so that I can get the outline for my body. I already have one up there that's somewhat of a Telecaster style, and it's loose. I traced that to get that. I'll show you that later. I'm gonna trace this baby. I'm gonna change some stuff. I've got some ideas that I have no idea if they're gonna work or not. but we'll see. So, with that said, let's get to work. What do I like crap? When I upgraded from that Strat to that, I didn't realize that I can kiss that warm, clean sound goodbye. I brought it to my dad, he's a Strat guy. So he's a total Strat guy. He's like, it's those damn humbuckers. Why he said it like that, I know why he said it like that. His brother, my uncle, loves his Les Paul. What you need to do is just sell that thing and buy a Les Paul. And that's the background between those two. And that's where I'm coming from. And, wow. Okay. Well, guys, issue number 1, ferrules coming right out of the body. They're still attached to the strings. Is that supposed to happen? It never happened on my dad's Fender Stratocaster. Never happened on my Squire. It happened today, though. Life is a journey, huh? Man, these things are just popping right out. So, do these things go in any order? Because I just took them off and threw them on the ground. Aren't they supposed to be tight? Should I glue those in? If you're a guitar guy and you're watching, let me know if I should glue these in. I'm missing one. I knew I shouldn't have thrown them on the ground. Oh, there it is. So, man, those things just popped right out, huh? So what are we gonna take off first? Yeah, let's take the neck off. See what we can see. And for this job, I'm gonna use my wife's pink screwdrivers. I have a fair amount of tools. I recently moved back to Florida from Massachusetts, which I moved back to from Florida. A lot of stuff I couldn't bring. And my large toolbox with all my tools in it just sits in a storage unit. I sure hope all this goes back together well. I wanted a classic Telecaster, and I wasn't happy with the options that Fender was giving me on that. I could have got the classic Vibe Tele. I could have got the Squire Affinity. What's with the third hole? I got a lot to learn. My son made this for me. I told him if I didn't quit smoking 3 years ago, it would probably be an ashtray. None of that when we were kids. You made your parents an ashtray and it was no big deal. So this has a handwritten 3 in pencil on there. So it was worked on by a human being. Isn't that nice? I wonder what theme song I'm gonna put to this video. 4 in there, 2 still left in the body. Get the plate. So, when I was reading about this guitar that I ordered from Guitar Fetish, they say so many times, I feel like, this isn't the cheap Chinese. This isn't the cheap Chinese, thin Chinese control plate you see on eBay. This isn't the cheap Chinese neck plate that you find on eBay. And this isn't. This is like 1/4 of an inch thick. These aren't the cheap pick guards you see on eBay, cheap Chinese pick guards. So, and they really talk this guitar up a lot on their website. And I bought it, obviously. And one of the reasons why I was telling my wife is, I said they make some pretty bold claims about this guitar. Like, don't compare this to other sub $200 guitars. Compare this guitar to the best guitars out there. Okay? That's a pretty bold statement, right? So anyways, I'm pretty happy with this guitar. I've said it a bunch of times already. But the first thing that happened is I got the guitar, I pulled it out of the box, and right on the neck was a sticker that said Made in China. And I'm not knocking China. On the other hand, the cheap guitars come from China. So, where do you go with that? Okay, so the pickup's connected to the pickguard. But anyways, I was really surprised that the website kept saying, these aren't the cheap blah 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 that you get in China, and then the first thing you see is a sticker on the neck that says Made in China. I really hope that I don't screw this up, because I enjoy this guitar. I've only played it like twice. I played it when I first pulled it out of the box, and I tuned it up, and then I played it for the blues style demo. Yeah, that wasn't coming out of there. Oh no, I'm just friggin' wrecking it. Wreck-It Ralph, Wreck-It Trevor. So springs go on short side down. Oh, it's a magnet. That's why they're staying. I'm like, wow, those springs are stuck on there, huh? It's a magnet, stupid. So then, oh, okay, I understand why. I'm like, why is there a hole here? I'm like, is that for a ground wire to come out or something? But now I see that they just drill straight through this cavity to get that hole. Okay, I'm gonna trace that. So what next? What next? What next, right? How much of this thing do I want to take apart? What are you doing? I'm going for it. I don't even know what I'm looking for though. I don't know anything about that. So why I'm even opening this up is beyond me, because I don't know what it's supposed to be. This thing. This is what he was saying. Oh, that's not what the Les Pauls use. Was it green? I don't know. Was it yellow? Maybe it was yellow. And he said, oh, they didn't use, I don't know. I'll have to watch the video and I'll have to learn. I'm gonna try those quick plug one. I think that's a great idea. I don't know how to solder. So, I mean, what the hell? Might as well. Took everything else off. I don't like these bridges. I don't know. I'm not used to them. I thought I was gonna hate it. I'm looking at the picture, I'm like, that looks so god-awful uncomfortable. It's really not that bad. If you're looking at the Telecaster with the style bridge and you're like, oh my god, that looks terrible, that looks like it's gonna feel terrible, it's not that bad. It's not even bad. I shouldn't say it's not that bad. It's not even bad. You really don't feel it. I really like that Tune-O-Matic, and I might go with the Tune-O-Matic on my build. I won't go with an ashtray. Doesn't seem like there's a lot in there. How does the string even get through that? I don't want to crack the finish. That bothers me. I'm going to put this right back in the old hole and hope that it all lines up. Right? And hope that it all lines up. I didn't think about that before. These look good. They're thick. They're not flimsy pieces of crap like I thought they were going to be. Some of them are. The one on the Affinity, that guitar just did not look good to me. Or I would have bought it. Maybe. So, I don't know. I don't like Squiers. I tell my wife, I don't need to be buying $200 guitars. And then I turn around and buy a $200 guitar. Isn't it great? This is good though. This guitar is probably one of the best $200 guitars you can buy. Even though the ferrules fell out. So that's loose. That should be perfectly straight. I know it should be perfectly straight. What I'm doing is gently snugging all the screws because they're the hole's tapered. So I'm hoping that, like when you're screwing a tire on, you don't tighten one all the way down. You tighten them and you stagger them, and it pulls it right where it's supposed to be. Some of you guys out there who know all about this and do this all the time might be like, you don't know what you're doing. And that might be true. I just might not know what I'm doing. In fact, in many respects, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm doing it anyways, right? So I'm gonna learn. So if you have anything to offer, as you can tell, I am at a different phase than I was at before. And that's because the camera battery died. And I didn't notice it until I went to get the Allen key to straighten the neck. Like I said, I'm not going to take the neck off and the pick guard off just so I can put it back on camera. Yeah, so it was a little interesting getting this neck pickup back in. So I took the screws out. Yeah, one of them caught right away and then the other one wouldn't, and it was off balance and stuff. So I took this pen and I stuck it through that through hole in the body, and I just lifted it up and it caught. So that's that. So let's see, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying in many respects I don't know what I'm doing, but if you've got something to offer me, offer it nicely and I'll listen. But if you're a jerk, I'll probably just write you off and block you and get on with my life. So anyway, so now, so I can see, light shining through a lot of these ones here. But I know that I had to crank it all the way down that way just to get rid of the fret buzz before with those really thin strings, really thin strings. So now I'm gonna just back it off a little bit until it gets straight. And I'm not gonna talk about whatever the hell that was called. You leave a little bit because the string, moves most in the center, and the stuff that I was watching on setups said first to straighten the neck and make sure the neck is absolutely straight. Rule number one, a little goes a long way. So now it is ever so slightly rocking. That was loud. It's midnight, probably midnight 30. My wife and my baby are sleeping. Alright, that's perfectly straight. The things you learn from taking your brand new guitar apart. So now what's next? The order was straighten the neck, lower the saddles. What was third? It said straighten the neck, lower the saddle, file the nut, which I'm not gonna do, set the intonation. So we're gonna, and the action was pretty good. So I don't know if I'm gonna lower those or not. So I think I'm just gonna put the strings back on. We're gonna call this project done for now. I went on this big rant that all got lost when my battery died. Perhaps I should just listen to that. But I was talking about how knowing something doesn't really set you apart. It doesn't really make you special. It just means that you know something that perhaps other people don't. But if the other person or the other people are capable of learning that thing that you know, then you're no more or less set apart than they are. It's that ability to learn something that will set you apart, right? That's what I said. Because I have a lot of learning to do, and I'm not even intimidated in the slightest bit by that. And I don't know if these are supposed to go back in any order, because I wasn't paying attention when I pulled them out, because I was so surprised that they were just falling out. Maybe I should put a dab of glue on them, or maybe wrap a piece of tape to tighten them up. Let's try that, shall we? So another thing is that this A string tuning peg, tuning key there, got like one tough spot in it. I'm sure for some people that would irritate the crap out of them. I don't know, it is what it is, I guess. $179 guitar, what do you want, right? Just tape to do what I want it to do. That's what I want. Tape attempt. That didn't do anything. Didn't do anything at all. I'm going to put the strings in and consider ways to deal with that tape issue when I put the other strings that I want. I think I screwed that up. Yes, I skipped one. Why don't you let me do that? Man, you guys are not very helpful. Let me make all kinds of mistakes. In here, all alone, it's late at night, tired. My furrows keep falling out. Come on, little fella. Go in your home. Don't you want to go in your home? It wasn't there the first time. Telecasters do sound nice. Part of me wants to chop it up in a million different ways. Well, let's take the neck apart. Part of me wants to use this to get my design, you know, route in the pickup hole. But then the other part of me just wants to play this and use this. I haven't made my mind up yet. What I'm gonna do. When I build my neck, I'm gonna have it be angled more. So I'm not gonna mess with string trees. I'm so happy that when I put new strings on, I don't have to mess around with that damn floating tremolo. They've always ended up like up so high. I'm gonna learn about that. I'm gonna learn how to fix it so I can fix it for other people with the same problem. Now I know why the other guys edit this out. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna edit out, but thanks for going through this with me, sitting here listening to me ramble on, seeing what it's like to take one of these babies apart and put it back together. I'm glad I could do this, so thanks. Tell me a joke.
Go. I can't just do one right off the bat.
Right now, joke.
Hey, do you like Jamaica? Because you're Jamaican me crazy.
You're not playing me any YouTube, are you?